Ready? All right. And we're at Montage. It's part of day number 7 of the RIJF version of 2026 with special guest Eric Scott Reed. Eric, welcome back to Rochester.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
So a couple of things have happened since the last time we spoke.
For sure. I spent all my money at record stores.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Loan me some money.
Okay. Speaking of record stores, your latest record, talk about it.
Out Late. It's a celebration of me living my authentic self. And I've got some fantastic musicians on it. Nicholas Payton, Eric Alexander, Joe Farnsworth. I'm missing someone. Help me out. Peter Washington. Oh, my gosh. From my hometown. And same high school. And we went in there and we laid a bunch of one-take tunes and came out with a masterpiece.
So, Eric, talk about, since we're the same age, we were part of the bridge of the old masters, the elders teaching us the music their way, tough love. And now we can't talk to people like that anymore. So how do you bridge that, the way that we were taught, to now telling others how to make this music work for them?
I try to monitor myself and constantly make adjustments, and also spend time in the presence of people a lot younger than me, and watch how they respond to each other and how they respond to me when I say things. I think some people have no sense of self-awareness, and they just talk, and they don't realize people are either grimacing or they're getting uncomfortable, and it's like, wait a minute, maybe I better dial back what I said. Now I say, did I say something a little off? And you can get any number of responses that way, simply by just checking yourself and then holding yourself accountable. I know that you can't come at a lot of young folks today too hard. And it's not because they're soft or any nonsense like that. It's just because it's a different time and people learn how to use their words differently. And we know how to communicate to each other in a way that's just more compassionate and more empathetic, remembering that you were their age once and how would have wanted somebody to talk to you. Certainly not the way a lot of those cats did back when I was 20. So I try not to talk to them that way.
Speaking with Eric Scott Reed, that being said, when we were learning the music, we had to either get the record, CD, ear training, or actually find them out. But now with so many things like Spotify, streaming services, YouTube, talk about how to teach people this music when they have so much access to it already.
It's so difficult, and I've got to always be careful about saying, well, back in my day, we had access, but it was a different kind of access to a different set of resources. We didn't have things right at our fingertips. We literally had to leave our homes to go out and find music. And I think psychologically, I don't think we've really assessed how that's impacted how people learn music today. So when I was 11, 12 years old, back in the late 1900s, somebody would say, hey, learn this Horace Silver solo. Well, first of all, I had to go to the record store or to the local library, because that was literally one of two places where I was going to find it, or maybe at a neighbor's house. But it wasn't going to just be, let me just reach for my phone, and there it is. That instant access, instant gratification, I think, is not the best, environment to learn in. I think there's some benefit, there's some reward in actually having to go out of your way to get information. I think it makes it more appreciated, I think. We didn't have a lot of the technology that a lot of folks have today with regard to, slowing things down. This was technology, just slowing the record down and, and going back. But, they have all kinds of apps, and I think it's fantastic. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I wish I had those things back then. But, again, I think the generations that are coming up, there's a sense of entitlement. And there's a sense of, well, why do I have to? I was like, why do you have to? Do you realize that at the time when I was coming up listening to music, being able to sit and just stand next to Clifford Jordan just meant something. Without him saying a word to me, just being able to stand, we were talking about this last night, there was a certain kind of safety and stability that we felt in the 90s, knowing that I'm going to leave my crib tonight in Harlem, Queens, whatever, and I'm going to go down and check out Tommy Flanagan. I'm going to go check out Hank Jones, Barry Harris, Clifford Jordan, Dexter Gordon. I'm going to go check these cats out. And you just left your house and you knew, they were going to be there. And then by like 2001, 2005, gone. And we knew what we had, but I still think we took it for granted because we just kind of just thought they'd always be there. I didn't see Ray Brown dying, Art Blakey, Betty Carter. These folks were larger than life. And
like our grandparents.
Exactly. So now they're all gone. We just lost Sonny Rollins. So, if you didn't get a chance to, Roy Haynes, Wayne Shore, the ones that outlived everybody, if you didn't get a chance to go see them, then shame on you. So now I think it's much more crucial to appreciate the people that you're around with. So I'm like working with somebody like Gifton Gentleman who's not even 30 years old yet, being able to watch his transition from gig to gig, record to record, and just where he is in his career. I get to sit back and watch that go down. And he also, in return, he reciprocates. Like he appreciates being able to play with those of us in the band who are significantly older than him, who literally could be his father, And I think that cross-generational dynamic is important. I really would like to see more of that.
Last question for Eric Scott Reed. Marshall Allen recently said something that really struck me about how we in this world can fight AI. It's through the live experience. Going out and seeing live music is the best way to fight AI. Talk about that. Why is that so crucial now more than ever for people to go out and hear this and see this in person?
Because it's there. It's as simple as taking a walk through a forest, going to see a national park, just national treasures. Just do it because it's there. I'm not even thinking about AI. I know it's a concern. I get on there, I understand. But go and hear live music because it's live music, if for no other reason than to have the experience.